guys, it's Meg. What's up? What's poppin'? Welcome to the podcast. In 2026, the people of the internet say we should be living our whimsical life. But how can we add a little whimsicalness to our days? And to start off, I decided to look up the definition of whimsical. So according to dictionary.com, the definition is, and I quote, given to whimsy or fanciful notions, capricious. And then, of course, I looked up what whimsy means, and it means capricious humor or disposition, extravagant, fanciful, or excessively playful expression. Then I wrote a thing that says talk about this and your thoughts. And I don't know why I wrote that, to be honest. Why are we talking about this? I mean, I do think it's really fun. I think it's cool. I think living a whimsical year is very hand in hand with romanticizing your life and noticing the small, beautiful little moments of every day. And I think that's why I wrote that down, because we actually did do a podcast episode on romanticizing your life. And we have been doing little seasonal romanticizing your life episodes. So I did not write that down. So maybe editing Meg can come in and tell us when those episodes were, so you can go back and listen to those. Hey, what's up? It's Editing Meg. So the Romanticize Your Life episode was from Season 11, Episode 4. The Summer Romanticize was from Season 12, Episode 5. The Fall one was from Season 13, Episode 3. And the Winter one was from this year, Season 14, Episode 2. And then coming up later this season, hopefully Episode 9, will be the Spring Romanticizing one. Thank you for that. But yeah, I think it's fun, and I think it has a deeper meaning than social media is kind of making it out to seem. Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, you're just adding color to your day, this is boring. But I think when we change our mindset to start noticing all the smaller little details of our life, I think it does have a good positive effect on our mental health, our life. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'll yap again later about this, but let's dive in. There were so many different articles. I actually found one specifically from Substack, which, guys, I still haven't downloaded Substack. I think I'm going to do it today after I record this episode, because I also really want to do an episode on Substack to be like, what the heck is it? Because to be honest, I'm just a little confused by what it is. But I ended up going with a different source. The source I went with is morethanmainstreet.com, and it is 50 whimsical activities to add a little magic to your everyday life. And it was from November 3rd, 2025. What I really liked about this article and why I chose it from like this specific place versus like a Substack article was, one, I don't have Substack yet, so I couldn't see the whole article for some people and I couldn't really search on it. But two, this person categorized it. And I thought that was so cool because it's giving so many different ways to categorize it. Even though I haven't seen videos, like this one girl, she added sprinkles to her coffee. And they were star ones, like star-shaped sprinkles. And that is so cute. Like, it can literally be stuff like that, but it can also just be like, if you're journaling at night, maybe like doodle along the side. Like, it doesn't have to be expensive to add some magic back into your life. So the first category this person gave, should we come up, no, it would be really fun. With each category, I should come up with a different, like, whimsical little song. Right? Like a little melody for each section. If you're hearing music coming up, that means I did it. And if you didn't, that means I got lazy and I procrastinated. But category number 1, everyday whimsy. And there's 10 things per each category. Name your plants or your car. Or in my case, name your instruments. There's just something about naming a non-animate object that just makes it seem more fun and more cool. Number 2, stick a paper umbrella in your drink. Do you remember those? Like, whenever my mom would get a drink growing up, I would always take those paper umbrellas for my dolls. Like, why don't we use paper umbrellas in our drinks no more? They have a really good point here. Number 3, write yourself a love note and leave it on your door. Number 4, light candles for ambiance, no reason needed. Number 5, use your fancy dishes for a regular Tuesday night or any night of the week. Number 6, buy your favorite childhood cereal. Speaking of cereal, hear me out. I feel like cereal tastes better when you eat it at night and when you don't eat it in the morning. Like, something about having a bowl of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch at like 7 p.m. just hits so much different than Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 7 a.m. I don't know why. Number 7, add lights to your home. Number 8, choose a word of the day and use it as much as possible. There actually is an app you can use that for because my friend has it and I kind of want to download it. Number 9, decorate for the next holiday early. And number 10, leave a happy sticky note somewhere unexpected. The next category they gave is outdoor whimsy. Number 11, my personal favorite, watch the sunrise or sunset. Number 12, blow bubbles. Number 13, splash in puddles next time it rains. Number 14, ride your bike through your neighborhood. Number 15, eat lunch on a park bench. Number 16, make a wish on a dandelion. Number 17, I want to do this just once in my life. I wish I could do this. I have never been able to find one, but it is look for a 4-leaf clover. I knew this girl growing up, and when I tell you, she always found the 4-leaf clovers. We could be looking at the same patch of clovers, and she would find it in 2 seconds. And I'd be like, I've been staring at this whole time, and I had no clue it was there. I don't know how she did it. It drove me crazy. I'm going to be honest. I was so jealous. I was like, I just want one 4-leaf clover once in my life. Number 18, collect heart-shaped rocks or seashells. I actually do this. I mix them with listen. You are never too old for a rock collection, okay? Don't let someone tell you that, okay? I've been collecting rocks since I was a little girl, and if I see a cool rock on the street, I'm picking it up. They're just so fun and so pretty. Where did I leave off? Oh, number 19, watch the clouds and name their shapes. And number 20, have a backyard picnic. I feel like we're just like yapping and just saying the name because like not all of them I have a reaction to. Like ride your bike around your neighborhood. What can I say to that? That's pretty self-explanatory. The next section, one of my personal favorite sections that she wrote about is creative whimsy. We all know I love being creative. That's why I have a podcast. Number 21, DIY something for fun, no perfection. I feel like I've said this before in my podcast, but I'm being serious about it this year. Like I'm being so serious. I'm going to teach myself how to embroider. I think it's so fun and so cute. And I want to learn how to do it so badly because then I can like embroider on bandanas. That'd be so cute. Number 22, make a photo collage of your favorite moments. Favorite happy moments. Sorry, I forgot to specify. Should be your happy moments, which is fun and cool. I actually have this, I've been doing it since like high school, but I take my Polaroid camera. Mine's like, it now connects to my phone. So like I can take the picture on my phone and then print it out later. But I create a wall where every month I print out photos of like some of my favorite moments. And then I like clip them onto like this twine that I put up years ago that also has fairy lights around it. And I just hang up with little clothespins. And every year I feel like I tell myself I'm no longer going to do this Polaroid wall because it's like a waste. I feel like it's boring. But I don't process and realize how often I actually stare at that wall when I go into my room. So I keep it up because it's so cool. And then at the end of the year, I just take down all my Polaroids and I tape them into a little photo album. I don't remember what year I started. I could definitely go back and look, but I want to say like I started in like 2014, 2015. I've been doing it pretty consistently. But it's like I had this moment where I stopped doing it because there was one year I barely printed out any pictures and it made me sad because like the first couple years I was doing it, I had over 50 pictures. I had so many memories. It was so fun. But then it got to one year where it's like I only had 20. And it's like, but that's still 20 good moments. Number 23, write a silly poem or short story. Number 24, make a playlist of songs that feel magical. Number 25, try a new hobby you've always been curious about. 26, paint or doodle for fun. 27, make a wish at 11:11. I don't care how old you are. You are never too old to wish upon 11:11. Like, remember when we were growing up and we were younger, and whenever it would be 11:11 and someone would notice, they would just shout out, make a wish. When did we lose that? Because we should bring that back. Number 28, it said, write a sidewalk chalk message for neighbors. 29, create a joy jar and fill it with good memories. This is another thing I used to do. I used to write them on like scrap pieces of Post-it notes and I'd fold them and throw them in the jar. And then at the end of the year, I would go back and read all the memories. But just like my Polaroid wall, there was one year where I just didn't write down that much and I was like, this is depressing. Number 30, take photos of random things that bring you joy. I do that all the time. The way my camera roll is constantly being filled of pointless things, but not pointless because I think they're fun. The next category is seasonal whimsy. So it said, number 31, celebrate the start of each season. 32, decorate with flowers, pumpkins, or twinkle lights. I love a good twinkle light. I don't think I'll ever outgrow twinkle lights. 33, make an ice cream sundae with all your favorite toppings. 34, toast to the day, whatever day it is. 35, bake cookies and share them with friends. 36, host a small theme dinner or picnic. That one sounds really fun. 37, watch a nostalgic movie and pop popcorn into a fancy bowl. 38, write a seasonal bucket list. I keep saying I'm gonna make a Pinterest board per every season of like inspiration. I think that'd be so fun and so cute. 39, go stargazing on a clear night. Number 40, create a cozy corner with blankets, books, and fairy lights. That sounds like heaven. That sounds so nice. And then the last category they gave is just called extra whimsy. Number 41, compliment strangers. We're skirting on this topic. I saw a video, I think it was on TikTok, but it was basically saying like, you're thinking the thought in your head anyways, you might as well just say it out loud. And I keep telling myself I'm gonna do it, but there's just something so awkward about complimenting a stranger. But at the same point, you never know like what's going on in that person's day. Like that person could be having the worst day of their life. And you could turn around and be like, oh my God, I really like your shoes. And that could just make their day a little bit better. You never know. The smallest little actions you have can really change and impact another person's life. Number 42, dance in your kitchen. Number 43, try something new because it sounds fun. 44, smile at yourself in the mirror every morning. 45, make your bed hotel style for no reason. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I swear, every time I sit down to record a podcast lately, a helicopter flies over my house. It's like there's a huge sign on my front door that says, recording in progress, fly over now. Why are they still over my house? Okay, there you go. What did I leave off with? 45. 46, wear something colorful that makes you happy. 47, celebrate small wins with big energy. Oh my gosh, guys, small wins with big energy. That reminds me, my podcast right now is at 16K downloads. We're looking this up in the moment. Hold on, because we only have 2 more things after this. So let me just quickly go to Podbean. I'm like so close to 20K downloads, guys, which is like insane to me, because if you were to tell me even a year ago that I would have continued podcasting and that I didn't give up, I would have actually been shocked. I'm at 18. I'm high. I went up. I'm at 18.7, guys. Wait, last time I checked, I was at 18K. How do I look this up? There's a way to look this up. I did it last time. I was able to find the exact number. All time or no? I can. It's right there. Oh, that's the devil. Okay, so I started podcasting September 1st of 2021. I'm recording this episode January 30th of 2026. I'm at 18,666. They rounded up, so I'm at 18.7K downloads. Guys, you guys are making me so close to 20K, which is literally the craziest thing in my entire life. Because one, when I was in college, I went to music school. I was fully convinced that I was going to be a touring artist. I was going to be dropping albums. I was going to be releasing my own music. And then because of COVID, got sent home and they offered this course. I've talked about this before, but it was a podcasting course. And there was something about it that I just really fell in love with podcasting. And I loved that I used my music side and I was able to produce songs for it, but also just produce stuff of my own. But it also was like learning and like storytelling. And I love books. I love storytelling. So it's combining all of my loves and things that I'm interested in into one single thing. And I didn't even know this was like a career because it's still new. Retroly, like compared to every other career path in the world right now, our world, podcasting is such a newer form of art. And so I didn't even know this was a thing. But now that I have a podcast and I've been podcasting for so long, I'm like determined to make this like my full-time career. And I've had proved to myself that I can make money off this podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Has been a lot now, but you know what? It's more than I had before. So I am very grateful and thankful for every single one of you who listen to my podcast, who share, who talk about it with your friends. And what also blows my mind is when I was doing this podcast, we had to come up with our target audience. And I live on like the East Coast. So I was like, oh, my target audience is going to be the East Coast. It's going to be this specific state, all of this stuff. No, my number one state that listens to me is California. I've never even been there, but people in California apparently are my number one listeners, which is crazy. Hi guys, how's your weather? And yeah, just wanted to shout that out. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Number 48, add a sprinkle of glitter to a craft or card. I thought that said raid. It's a card. Add a sprinkle of glitter to a craft or card. 49, celebrate your own tradition just for fun. And number 50, it says, say goodbye with see you later alligator. And then I took a direct quote from this website because it then continued to quote things. But it said that the very important thing about living a whimsical life is, and I quote, noticing the magic in mundane things. Because it's so true. I feel like we get so caught up in our routines, so caught up in school, our work, our home responsibilities, that we often neglect and not notice the little moments, the little, oh my God, what are they called? Sparkles? There's a word for it. Not little joys. Like there's a, I'm going to come in with it when I think of it because I'm going to look it up. There's an actual word people started using to like talk about it. The word I was thinking of is glimmer. Thank you, editing Meg. And then one other quote I took from this article is, and I quote, when we make space for whimsy, we invite joy, curiosity, and creativity into our lives. You know what's another thing I think is whimsical is buying trinkets. I think that's another way we can add some whimsy into our life because who cares if it's a kid's toy or if it's not the said purpose? Buy it. Use it as a decoration. I love me a good calico critter. I love a sunny angel. I love a Smisky. They're so cute. They're so fun. Like, who cares if people think they're children's toys? Buy them anyways. Hail your inner child and live a little whimsy. And that is how we can live and add some whimsicalness to our everyday lives. And before we end our podcast episode, we're going to pull our affirmation. We're using the From the Heart collection deck. From the Heart deck from Anna Stark. I already dropped a card. How? We're not using that one. Let's cue some ASMR, which is never ASMR, but maybe one day it will be ASMR. Okay, we're going to shuffle. These cards are way more slippery than my Frida Kahlo ones. That one flipped forward. There's also 3 there. I keep dropping them. I probably should have just used the card that fell out when I first opened it. Okay, we dropped some. Is it just one I dropped? I think it's just one I dropped. All right, let's cue the drum roll, please. Aw, this one's actually kind of cute and it goes with it. I open myself to new experiences and honor my body with love and respect. So, the next time you're scrolling on social media and you see someone saying that you should start living your whimsical life, maybe try it out, add some sprinkles to your coffee, add a little color to your life, and see how it affects your mood. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Hey Guys, It's Meg. You can follow Hey Guys, It's Meg _podcast on Instagram for updates and good times. Come back next Monday, where I'm pretty sure, I don't know what we're talking about. 1 second. Oh, I think we're going to continue talking about what people are saying about 2026. And I think we might explore the possibility that 2026 could be the new 2016. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out, Girl Scouts, and see you later, alligators.